In this video, we'll be learning about how to create an item. So, what is item? In ERP system, that's Enterprise Resource Planning System, an item entity level, it refers to the way an item that's of material, product or service defined and structured and managed across different levels of organization. So, it decides how and where an item is controlled. So it is a central database record that defines all information about your material, product or service used in an organization, and it ensures the data consistency across your modules, reduces your duplication of items. So this is termed to be of item. So this slide consists of your rare wheel assembly. So when you look at this hub that's of your rare with sprocket, so this is hub axle which you are going to create it. So this hub axle is going to be the item which you have picked up. And so this is the image of this hub axle which you are going to insert it on our item creation. And so this slide consists of the detail which you are going to enter it on our ERP. So it consists of your item ID, and so your item description, the item which you are going to enter it, and so UIM, that's unit of measurement, then comes your subclass and subgroup. And so this slide consists of your workflow approval. So here we have two processes. One is reviewing the document, another is approving the document. Here our reviewer is Kaushik, who will be acting as our supervisor, will be reviewing the document. After his review, he'll be following the corresponding document to the approver, who is Vimal here, and he'll be acting as our manager. So after the document gets approved, the item status will become active. So this is how the workflow is going to be. And now let's get on to the procedure. For that, move on to your login page. And so this is the login page, and enter here as your user. Now click on login, and now here move on to your inventory. At setup, you have your items. So click on this item. So this is a page of your creating an item where you can migrate it, and so where you can filter the documents by giving a search. So now in order to create, click on this add icon. So here document has been viewed up. This screen consists of your item ID. We have item ID, which is a unique identification number or code assigned to each material or product or item in our system. So here I'm entering our item ID. That's of BIBO 1044. Then comes your item revised, then is of your item description. So the item description gives the short, clear name of an item used for your quick reference. So here you're going to enter our item description, that's of hub axle. Then comes your extended description. So the extended description provides the detailed specifications or additional information about the item. So here we have UIM, that's a unit of, UIM is nothing but a unit of measurements. So UIM defines the standard unit in which a product's quantity is measured or handled. For example, it would be of pieces, kilograms, liters or meters or box or sets, etc. So here we have stock UIM. It is the unit in which the material is stored and tracked in inventory. Then comes your purchase UIM. So it is a unit used while ordering or receiving materials from our suppliers. And it's of your sales UIM. It is the unit used when selling the materials to your customers. So now let's have stock UIM. I'm giving it as numbers, and so following our purchase UIM and sales UIM. Then comes our subclass. So it is a further classification within a product class used to group items more specifically based on features or type. So now enter a subclass, that's of bought out. So then we have our subgroup. It is a lower level grouping under a main group that categorizes items of similar characteristics for easier tracking and reporting. So here also I'm entering it as bought out. Then we have the status. So still the document is on process, it's of draft. When it's been forwarded, that the status will be changed to entry completed, and when been approved by the approver will be transformed to active status. Then you have your lot and serial details, which a unique identifier assigned to a quantity of items produced, received or purchased under the subseen condition. So we can elect it here whether it's of lot item or serial item. So now you're keeping it as not applicable. Then you have a source of manual entry, group, item, rule based and child lot. Then here we have details. So it contains all descriptive and operational information specific to an item independent of where it's been used up. Then we have classifications. So its use defines how item is grouped for reporting, costing and business rules. When it's of general, it holds a history and workflow history and so a print image. And so remaining fields will also get enabled when the status has become active. So at details, you have nature. Then configure the nature of item if it's been stocked or enable it. And so if it's saleable, enable your saleable flag. When checking at variant group, multiple variant group which can be mapped to an item. And so then we have our customer material, then SOB, that share of business, and then comes your returnable, container, back statement, in your duty, drawback, DFIA, and so test certificate required. So those flags can be enabled when it's been required of. Then you have your GST, goods and service tax of detections, where it holds the types of input service, capital goods, import or not applicable. Then comes your GST type, which holds your exempted, GST supply, not applicable, nil rated or non-GST supply. Then comes your HSN and SAC code. That's your harmonized system nomenclature and service accounting center. Then it's of your drawing number can be entered off. And so your TCS, TDS, ESI and PF, that's Provident Fund. When you're moving on to your planning, so it defines how the item is planned in by your MRP and inventory. When it's of your manufacturing, it defines your item role and production process. Then we have our costing. So how the item has been valued and costed in ERP. Then we have physical attributes. So it defines the measurable properties of an item. And we have attributes is a user defined additional characteristics of an item. And so of your substitute item, it defines an alternative item that can be used if the main item is unavailable. Then we have a ship set that defines if the item must be shipped together with other items as part of a set. When it's of wall, for industry specific classification and traceability, it's been off. So after entering all such details, we'll be clicking on save, so that whatever the details they have given up will be getting saved up. So when you click on this arrow mark, it drags you to choose a file. So when you click on this file, it's the place where you can include an image. After attaching it, give save. After giving save, the item will get displayed off like this. So this is an image of our hub vessel for which I have been creating it. And so here we have our conversion factor. So conversion factor, it helps the system automatically translate the quantities between different units. For example, from pieces to boxes, kilograms to grams, or meters to centimeters, and ensuring a consistency in inventory or purchasing and production. And have unit association. And so if you want to enhance attachment, you can click on this icon. Then we have save option. Then we have a print option. If you want to take a print of it, you can just pick it up. Now click on post. And so now the document will get forwarded for review to Kaushik, who's our manager. Now click on OK. Now the document has been forwarded. Now let's log in as our manager. Now click on login. And so this is a login page of our manager. Now click on this bell icon, go to approvals. So the document has been folded up here and been waiting to take up an action. So click on this detail icon, and so the document has been come for review. Now the status has become entry completed. Now click on select. Now click on process. And now click on forward. And give to the forward person for approving the document. Now click on process. Now the document has been forwarded. Now let's log in as our manager. Now click on login. And so this is a login page of our manager. Now click on this bell icon, go to approvals. And so the document has been folded up here. When you click on this detail icon, you can view the document and you can review it. Now select the document, click on process. Now click on approve. So the document gets approved. Now hit your process icon. Now the document has been approved. Let's go and check the status at our user, that's of item. Now click on login. Let's give a search by giving its ID. Now click on search. And so now the status has become from draft and entry completed to active now. So when you click on this general, now the remaining fields have also been enabled, that's of copy, revision, and so obsolete, inactive, and all. So when you click on this workflow history, it refers to the record or log of all actions, approvals, rejection, and status changes that occur during the life cycle of your workflow transaction in an ERP system. It provides your complete audit trail showing who did what, when, and what decision was taken at each step of your workflow process. And this update option will also get displayed up after the status become active. If you want to do any further changes in this, you can do it off. So this is how you will be creating an item. Thank you for watching.